Hello buddy, my name is MrBonesy and it's the 5th year anniversary for the channel. Pretty ecstatic. For some reason I was thinking it was the 6th. I don't know where I got 6 from. I had to go look and I was like, oh, it's actually the 5th year anniversary. 5 years ever since I sat down on a crappy laptop and desk and my friend in the background just motivating me to be like, hey, just make a video, wanting me to get into this. And here I am today, just on this never-ending train of just making these videos. So I'm pretty ecstatic right now. Not by the time this is uploaded, by the way, it's not exactly the anniversary. It's yesterday. It's April 7th. By the time this is uploaded, it's April 8th, a day after. That's because of my job. I do overnight, so I have to sleep during the day sometimes to be like, okay, I gotta get ready for work. So I just slept through the entirety of the channel anniversary because I didn't have time to do anything because I needed to make sure I get rest. So that kind of sucks, but I made a community post about it if no one saw. Just throwing it out there being like, it's the channel's anniversary. And I was like, I'll make a video when I can. This is like a tricky spot for the channel history, I guess. I've been 100% consistent for like, I guess 5 years now, but with a little bumps. This is definitely a lot of bumps, I would say, in this past year. And that's just because of just stuff getting in the way, just real life stuff. I don't need to get into them. They're not like, oh no, my family died in a car. It was just more of like, oh, I gotta work, or I gotta just do this. I gotta make sure I do this or something. And it's priorities. And sometimes I would love to prioritize YouTube 100%. Sometimes I just can't. But I will say that. Other than just having to, like, put stuff ahead of sometimes, I still record, like, almost every single time I get a chance to, as long as I'm not talking or in call with people. So, and that brings me on to my next point. I have so many stuff backed up. This ripped off, by the way. I wasn't supposed to be holding a piece of paper. My journal just ripped. I have a lot of stuff of, like, videos I have just backed up. I have hundreds, and I mean hundreds of, well, not really, I'm joking, but I have so many Lethal Company videos, and I just generally don't know. I gotta edit it. It's just that I'm probably gonna edit it in the upcoming week because I have like a lot of days off, which I hope it stays like that. Each time I say that, I smile. Then literally at work, I get a phone notification, be like shift notification. I'm like, fuck, they changed our schedule. So I'm hoping it doesn't change, but from the looks of it, I'm giving a lot of time off. So I might actually sit down and edit all those just to get them out of the way before the new Lethal Company update comes out. Because apparently the beta for the new version just came out, and I saw little bits of it. Saw new enemies and new maps. And it looks incredible. So I might actually jump back into Lethal Company. I'm already playing Lethal Company with my friends still, with like modded wise. So like that game I just love. So I have so much backup footage of playing with Demise, Cloudy, Nolan, just all those guys. And I have so much of it. And speaking of them, I have a bunch of other videos with them. I haven't talked to them in a good while because of just stuff getting in the way, which is upsetting. But I also have a whole another playthrough, Castle Crashers. I'm debating on whether or not making it a part-to-part series or making it one big video, because I did have like only like 3 videos of it, and they're both like an hour maybe long. Demise a little bit was in the beginning, first clip video, and then like he kind of like just dropped out. So the rest of those videos are just me, Cloudy, and Nolan. But I'm gonna probably make, I don't know, I'm debating on whether or not making it a full video or just a part series. I haven't gotten to edit it yet because I know I have to sit through and edit all those. Like certain videos, I don't like, I edit them, but sometimes if I'm like in a rush, I don't have to, like, I skim through it, which hopefully it doesn't sound bad. Like, I guess a good example is like Simulacra, or like I'm sitting through that, like most of the time I'm just reading. So unless I'm stuck, I don't need, unless I have a brilliant ideal in my head of like, oh, I can make a bit here, which usually never happens because I'm not funny at all. But I usually be like, oh, it's just me reading stuff and me getting it or talking to the camera. So I'm like, I don't need to edit things unless I need to cut stuff out. But like other games, I'm like, oh, I need to get a few cuts. But like when I'm playing with friends, I'm like, I gotta watch this whole thing just to make sure everything's perfect. And so like that stuff I just have to, that's time consuming. I can't easily just like speed through that. like I usually do. And speaking of just speed throughing and all that other stuff, the Left 4 Dead Part 3, the expert thing, I don't know when the hell that's happening. Like, honestly, we did one map and we didn't finish it. We killed each other, and then we just stopped playing Left 4 Dead for a good. We went on a hiatus. I think that's for the better because it makes it interesting to watch because we're bad at the game again, especially since I want to wrap that entire game up in that third finale. I guess I guess it's a spoiler, but I'm just throwing it out there. It's gonna be a finale, the third one at least. It's just gonna not only it's gonna take time to edit, and those take a long ass time to edit. I'll be editing those for like maybe like several days, and then I'm like, okay, it's finished because I just have to go through so much footage. But that third video will be the finale because I don't think we have it in us to play any more Left 4 Dead stuff. If we did, it's for a holiday, like, oh, a Christmas Left 4 Dead map with the boys, and like it's just one attempt on a map, and we're not gonna try hard on putting on expert. It's like advanced difficulty. Let's not hate ourselves, which is the reason why we could barely even sit through that game, is because just the tensions between all of us keep rising and rising. The game's not easy either, so. That's why we stopped doing it, because it's like, oh, we're gonna get like Nolan and Demise are so pissed off at each other right now, and I'm getting a little frustrated. Like, I'm not putting it out there as fact, but I'm a masochist when it comes to games. As in, I'll be willing to try a hard challenge as long as I'm with other people. It's like, hey, I'm willing to suffer with you guys, but I can understand when people will be like, oh, I gotta take a break. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll take a break on this. Speaking of taking breaks. Touch the bomb and nobody explodes, or whatever the hell the actual title is. The one I did with Cloudy, the one that says part 1, but there's never been a part 2. Don't have it recorded. Definitely do plan on going back to it. I just need to find a window. I do have a window right now, but don't know if I'm gonna like try to hit him up or anything, because I don't know when he's available. And let me check my folder. Even though I wrote a note thing down, it's basically 3 words. I don't know why I have it written down. Oh, I also have I was recording a game, a one-off, that was going to be a very long one, but my game thing crashed halfway. So if I do ever upload that, it's going to be, I guess I got to put it in the editing wise. It's going to be drastic because I game crashed. I was like, oh, I'll get back to it later, like at a different day, and I just haven't gone back to it. So I have like one half of it done. I don't want to spoil what that is because just might as well keep the surprise of that one. And other than that, other than like a new game that came out called Content Warning, which I did record with a few personal friends, and I was debating on whether or not if I should actually use that as the footage I should upload. Because I did talk to them about it. It's just that, I don't know, I just have to edit a lot of that. And it's like, might as well get my YouTube group and not just personal friends. By personal friends, I mean people I play with, like Alex, which I also make videos with. But he's also like a personal friend. So like, I don't record everything I do with him. So, and like Widget and stuff, but like since it's in a setting of not recording, we're just like we're just saying things like our names. Widget's name's not out there, so I don't want to say his name out of respect. Speaking of Widget, he's done a lot of crazy stuff recently. I don't know if it's like weird to point him out. I don't know if it's like exposing him because it's out there now and publicly. But he made 2 mods. One of them was to personally spite me, I feel like. But he made 2 mods for a game called Haiti 2. Now I don't really recommend searching up that name. If you know what it is, then it's you'll be more surprised. If you don't know what it is, it's a not safe for work game with a workshop, and he works on that workshop, and he is actually experimenting. Funny enough, the things he's made is very safe for work. One of them's a horror mod, so I mean, funny enough, putting in a horror thing in a game that's not about that at all is pretty funny. But he's blowing up. Everything Widget does is pretty amazing. I gotta give him credit. Red, another friend of mine, is also like becoming more just open. He's like, oh, I don't care if people say my name, and I'm like, oh shit, and like we've been discussing about like if we can make videos or something. So I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility because of Red. I mean, even though he's the reason why I started all this. He's barely even showed up on my channel himself. Just funny enough, barely in like maybe 4 or 5 videos of my entire channel. He's actually there, and He's a very awkward person, but I think it was only awkward because we're not used to saying each other's online names. But at the time, we're like, no, 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 call me Bones. I'll call you Red. Rather than just being like, oh, just call me Trevor and stuff. Um, that's all I have for like backup stuff. I guess I got a little into the plans part of my 3-worded thing, which you probably not up there. See my terrible handwriting. Plans. Got a lot of games I've been wanting to play. Maybe later on my time tonight. I don't know. I don't know the time zone. I've been uploading at night anyway, so most of you guys probably will see it the next day because I think I don't know, but I might upload a double upload. I just don't know when that's gonna happen because it's gonna be a long let's play. I might do Shipwreck 64. I've been wanting to play that for a minute. I know it's gonna be a long let's play, so it's gonna be. I don't know how long it's gonna take to record that and then edit that. I also plan to get into Poppy Chapter 3. I know I said that earlier, but I do plan on getting into it. I maybe after I get a new PC. I've been saving up, but I'm unsure. I'm pretty sure my PC can handle it. It handled Chapter 2 relatively fine, but I'm not sure if Chapter 3 has gone advanced graphics, because I think because I remember Chapter 1 not being as powerful, and then Chapter 2 became more powerful on my PC, so I'm unsure if Chapter 3 is even more powerful, so I'm like, oh, I don't know, I've been pushing it aside because of that fear. I don't want to sit down and make a recording and the game is too powerful for OBS to capture. In other video plans, Project Zomboid, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, at the end of the Power Wash and the Alex and Bonesy lore, I think it's kind of funny that we're making a thing, kind of like a continuous story throughout these games. That's the game at the end of the Back to the Future video. It's Project Zomboid. It's a survival horror game, so it's going to be taking up the Monday slot. So taking over taking over Skyrim and Fallout. Just haven't gone back into it, honestly. We just haven't sat down and be like, okay, let's do Zomboid. We've been in our Dragon Ball phase right now, so we're just playing a bunch of Dragon Ball stuff together. And that's about it. Not really much plans. I don't like planning that far ahead, because I don't like, for me, it always feels like promises that I'm worried that I can't keep. Even saying all the things I said, I'm worried that, like, when the hell that's ever gonna happen. Because, like, I know for a fact that I go back and forth of wanting to do stuff, but, like, I don't know if there's something or another, it never happens. Like, I guess I could throw out a dart that I had a long time ago and just tell you guys, because it was a plan I wanted to do for a while. I just lost the stuff for it. I had a Slender Man costume. It sounds wild. And I wanted to make a bit, because a long time ago, I guess around the time I started my channel, I started playing a bunch of Slenderman games, like a bunch of those weird, like, one-off Slenderman, like Slenderman Elementary, Slenderman Hospital, a bunch of random stuff like that, and I didn't finish. I don't think I finished a good amount of them, because some of them that was also during the time where I just didn't think that hard, so I was like, oh, I played it for like 13, 14 minutes. Oh, I gotta go and do stuff. But now I'm more dedicated to stuff I play, so I'm like, oh, I gotta finish this at least. Or if I don't finish it today, I'm gonna have to, like, stop the recording and then come back to it. That's how my mindset is now. I developed it. So I was making a skit in my head where it's like, what if I had, like, a Slenderman skit, and then, like, the whole bit is that I go back and finish all those Slenderman games in one video. And then after thinking about that, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I lost the costume. And so it completely destroyed my motivation to even do it, because I'm like, I don't want to randomly make that video. But, yeah, I just don't like making plans, because I just don't know if they'll happen. I just know the ones I listed I want to happen, and I'm pretty confident they will happen. I just don't want to guarantee on when they will happen, because I have no clue. I've been making a Pokemon video for the past year now. And don't take that as that I've been making it for a year. Take that as I just have the footage. I just never been able to write a script and be happy with it, because I always trash it. So I don't know when the hell that's ever gonna happen, because God knows. Like, I don't know what to do. I just kind of keep going back and forth, and whether or not I'm like, it's gonna be a thing, to it's never gonna be a thing. If it does become a thing, it's gonna start like a whole long thing of just doing stuff like that. But I haven't done it yet. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I guess my only other thing I will say is I want to finish Spyro 3 this year. That's the only thing I will guaranteed. I have to finish it. It's Year of the Dragon. The Spyro 3 is Year of the Dragon. That's the title. Gotta finish it in this year. If not, we're gonna have to wait until another Year of the Dragon. And I don't know how fucking long that's gonna be. Like 10 years or something. I don't know the calendar. I don't know how many spaces are in that circle. So if not, we're gonna have to wait. Especially since I have a game that for Christmas that we're waiting for. So like another game is just not like I'm not gonna spoil it, but I knew the game was a Christmas game, but it's like I technically can play this anytime. It doesn't have to be Christmas. But since it's set in that theme-ish, gotta make it wait until Christmas. I'm never gonna, but I can't advance in that series because there's more games in it. It's just that one's Christmas theme. It's just gonna have to wait until it's done. That's just how it will be, especially for Christmas. There's hardly anything for Christmas. I can never find a good game for that holiday. Halloween is so easy. You just play a game that's spooky and it's Halloween season. If you get something actually in the season, that's great. But Christmas, God no. Find something in the cold. Hell, Perumbra, the game I played like a while ago, that was going to be the Christmas game for last year until I decided to do Tattletale Revisited and stuff like that and got Krampus. So yeah, just imagine that. Perumbra Overturn was going to be a Christmas game because it was just set in the snow. It was like the only thing I planned at the time. But yeah, made this a lot longer than it needed to be. But I think I got all my words out there. I guess one more thing to keep extending this video length. I thought it was pretty cool and cute that me and Zion Brown, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing that name right. I think it's funny that the mark of April 7th, I'm not going to say it proudly because I'm unsure if it was April 7th. I just saw his post on Game Jolt saying it. I think it's funny that me and him have the same anniversary date for when we started doing stuff. Because he made a post saying today marks his 9 years of making games. And then I commented, hell yeah, keep the train going. And then on that same day, I posted 5th year anniversary. And he actually commented saying like, heck yeah, keep the train going. I was like, hell yeah. I like the... And I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. And me and him actually have kept in touch now. Not like 100% kept in touch. I'm bad at talking. So actually, any of my friends I'm bad at touch. There's not many times they leave and I come back being like, I wonder if people message me, and no one messages me. I don't talk to people, but people talk to me, and I'm good at responding. I'm not good at reaching out to someone. If you guys enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. 5th year anniversary for the channel. Let's keep it on going. Don't know when I'll stop. I'm gonna stop when I die. I'm gonna set a live stream camera and connect it to my heart, so if it flatlines, the live stream ends. That's the plan. But yeah, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!